Okay, so now you know the terms. What we are going to talk about? Paṭiccasamuppāda. And there's many translation. One of the translation is dependent origination or dependent co-arising. Try to remember it. Of course, you will remember it. And the very simple definition, what is Paṭiccasamuppāda is cause and condition theory, or that means one thing caused for another things. So this phenomena is called the theory of causal or theory of Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay, so since there is a lot, but today I would like to read a sutta with the meaning, reading together, then you will get an idea. Let me see which one I'm going to. Maybe this one. So next time we'll read together. We'll send this together. I will send it to you, and you can go through it. But now you can try to recognize the words. Okay, try to recognize the words. First, no worries. There's a few ways why I'm bringing like this. This only the Pāli. So first, try to recognize the words. Okay, and second, we will read. And third, with the meanings. Okay? Evaṁ me sutaṁ ekaṁ samayaṁ bhagavā bhagavā uru velayaṁ viharati najjha neranjaraya tire bodhi Rukkamule Patama bi sambuddho Tena ko pana samayena bhagavā sattaha eka pallankena nisinno hoti vimutti sukha pati samvedi atako bhagavā tassa sattahassa acca yena tamha samadimha uttahitva rattiya paccimang yamang paticcasamuppādang anuloma patilomang sadukang manasa kasi manasing akasi manasa kasi. What does it means? We will tell later. Yes, but try to recognize the words and try to, if possible, try to speak. It's also okay. So these are the things. Iti imasming sati idang hoti imassu pada idang uppajjati imasming asati idang nahoti imassa nirodha idang nirujjati yadidang, or likewise. Okay, these are the things. Avijja paccaya sankhara sankhara paccaya viññānaṁ viññāna paccaya nama rūpaṁ nama rūpa paccaya salayatanaṁ salayatana paccaya passo passa paccaya vedana vedana paccaya tanha tanha paccaya upadānaṁ upadāna paccaya bhavo bhava paccaya jati jati paccaya jara maranam soka parideva dukkha domanassa upayasa sambhavanti eva me tassa kevalassa dukkha kandassa samudayo hoti. let me tell you one thing. This is like, seems like very simple, very small. What is this? But remember, Buddha became Buddha to understand this. Buddha became Buddha means we did a lot of hard works to understand this. So since everything we have today in our hands, we don't much feel that. Yeah, but we must feel there's like we must understand like samsara, and there should be some kind of urge to overcome this suffering, and there must be an urge to understand what does it means. Okay, so let me go through like the meaning. So this was the sutta like Evaṁ me sutta. Evaṁ me sutta means thus I have heard. That means I hear like this. Okay, this was said a Venerable Ananda in a assembly. Okay, there was assembly, council, we saw the council. So at that time Venerable Ananda said, Evaṁ me sutta, I have heard like this. Ekaṁ samayaṁ bhagavā. At that time, I'm translating simple way. So once the Buddha was living in Uruvela. In the Uruvela is called the place. Okay, so Buddha was living in the Uruvela, and there was a river called Neranjana. Okay, so we will see today if you someone who visit the India and Bodh Gaya. So nearby there are big rivers. It's called the Neranjana rivers. So and he was nearby there. Okay, so after he's become the Buddha, he was doing meditation for the 7 days. So in the 7 days, when after he wake up, and he was saying he was reflecting this Paṭiccasamuppāda. So as we said, then he said he was let me say so what was he reflecting? He was reflecting imasmiñ sati. Imasmiñ sati, let me make it. Imasmiñ sati, that means when these exist, that means this means something. We can say, okay, when these exist, okay, this comes to be. For example, when there is, suppose today's world, when there is a desire, okay, for example, when there is a desire, suffering will come. If there is no desire, suffering won't come. So this is the theory he is talking here. So this means here anything, any cause. When there is a cause, the fruits will come accordingly. So it says when these exist, this comes to be. Due to arising of these, that arise. So what is that? What is this and that? So according to Buddhist understanding, it says ignorance. Avidya, paccaya, sankhara. Now you see, avidya, paccaya, sankhara. Big paccaya means as a cause, as a reason, or because. Okay? Avidya, paccaya, sankhara. Because of the ignorance, the sankhara comes to be. Here actually choices is translated by another person. It's like the sankhara is the mental purifications. Okay? The choices are required to be the consciousness. So when there is a sankhara paccaya vijnana. Okay? So vijnana paccaya, when the consciousness, the name and form is come to be. So whenever there is a name and form, okay, sixth sense come to be. Okay, so whenever there is a sixth sense and there is a context, there's a context. Okay, so when there is a context with something, and there is a feelings, and whenever there is a feeling, there is a craving. And whenever there is a craving, there's a grasping, I want it. Whenever there is a grasping, there is existence, I want more. Like existence, I want continue. Okay? So whenever there is existence, such thoughts, my Bhava means like the consistent of the samsara, then rebirth is happening. Because I want to continue. Okay? When the rebirth is happening, so when the birth is happen, the old age, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, sadness, all the suffering comes to be. This is what the Buddha said in the Paṭiccasamuppāda. This is the things that we need to understand. So, what is the ignorance? Not knowing. Yes. What not knowing? There are so many things we don't know. Are they all ignorance? Yes. Especially here referring to the Four Noble Truths. Four Noble, not knowing the Four Noble Truths. What are the Four Noble Truths? The truth of suffering. It is not said that you suffer. It's not like that. Once life goes, there is something called the suffering. So we don't understand this suffering as a suffering. So Buddha said, we should try to, we must see or we must pursue the suffering as suffering, and we must acknowledge it. So then, what is the cause of suffering? So why am I suffering? We should understand the cause behind the suffering. And then we have to understand the cessation of suffering, the possibility or impermanence of suffering, a possibility to overcome this suffering. This should be seen. Sometimes we say, oh, my life is very horrible, there's no way, there's no choice, I'm suffering a lot, that's all. So we suffer about the suffer. We worry about the worry. We feel so many challenge because of our challenge. So it is not the way actually. See suffering as it, because there's no way to escape it. We try many ways to escape it, but it's temporary. Like there is something going on, I don't want to think about it, and people are drink. People, they try to go outside. But once you come inside, again, remember that. So is there any way to overcome this suffering? Indeed, there's no way. The one and only way is acknowledge the suffering as suffering and try to understand it and try to all the reason behind it. Then we are not running away from the suffering, but understand the suffering. And after having understood the suffering, then we redirect, we make the choice. After understand the suffering and its cause. Otherwise, we continue suffering about suffering. So Buddha said, when we suffer, we try many things to do to forget that suffering. But we never try to what we really need to do. So what is that? We will talk about next time, because this is the topic for our next from the start. So from the next week, we will start ignorance from the ignorance. So how ignorance bring many mental concept will be the next discussion. And there we will not again go to what is the Paṭiccasamuppāda. I will not discuss again. That's why I'm recording actually this. So this recording will be shared with you for any time whenever you want a little bit come back. For example, today I'm talking a lot, right? This and that, a little bit from here, a little bit from here. Is because it's like the salad, but it's all connected what we are going to do for the next. So if you have any kind of difficulties, try to come back to these videos and you will find out. Even the words I'm saying is recorded, so it's okay. So yeah, so this time actually we wanted to support, to try our best to, convey these teachings. So, and yes, so that's what Buddha said. I mean, we try many ways to overcome suffering, and we suffer about the suffering, but we never try to recognize the suffering. So this is the ignorance. Not knowing what is, we don't know, this was ignorance. So, I mean, if we don't know, we'll continue suffering actually. Because there's no way to overcome, because we don't know. So this time, that's why we have to have understand what is the ignorance and how to overcome the ignorance and what bring ignorance, where the ignorance leads me. See, ignorance, avidya, paccaya, sankara. Sankara means mental purifications. That means mental concept, mental idea. In other way, the karma also actually stored in under the conscious. In a way, means that our karma will go with us under this consciousness. It's a big topic actually, it's a big topic, but we will try. We understood today's the environment, so I feel this is the super first class place. Indeed, we can do a lot here. So I really want to invite all of you, whenever you have the possibility, whenever you have the time, come and join. That will be very nice, because things are very perfect. Yeah. And so again, like as I said, karma is actually like through the consciousness is being from birth to birth, from life to life until we attain nirvana. But and having so many consciousness, so many the ideas like that, sankara paccaya, vijnana paccaya, nama rupa. So once the consciousness are there, it brings name and form is formed, and because the name is formed, there is a six sense are coming, and because of the six sense, context are coming. What the context is, like the contact with the things, right? So when we contact with the things, so there is feelings coming, feeling, then we craving, and as a craving, as a conditions, and then existent, and then everything is started. So here, like one may thinking, did the Buddha start from the beginning, or did the Buddha start from the birth and death? So we will see actually what the Buddha started. So it is started actually from the present moment actually, like, okay, I'm here. Why I'm here? Why I'm suffering? Then when you go reverse, at the last you see everything started is because of ignorance. Ignorance is not the beginning actually here. Ignorance also the cause for the ignorance. I don't know, that's why I don't know. So it leads to me like not knowing. It's like that. So ignorance also here actually cause for the ignorance. So it is not like the line, it's like the circle. It's like the circle. There's no way to overcome it. So there's a lots of information, but I'm not going to do that. So let me summarize, then we will go for a short break, then we will go for the meditation. Okay? So the thing is like this. First of all, what we said is, what are the dependent originations? So simple way, it is the cause and condition theory. There's many translations. One of the famous translation is dependent co-arising. And this dependent co-arising or Paṭiccasamuppāda, or the roots of the Paṭiccasamuppāda, we can see just after the Buddha's enlightenment, and also just after his teaching to the Venerable Assaji, and Venerable Assaji's message to the Venerable Sariputta when he was as a lay person. Okay, and again we will see there is a discussion between the Venerable Ananda and the Buddha regarding the profoundness of this Paṭiccasamuppāda. So today, whatever we have discussed, from this I want to just know few things. That is like the dependent origination is the key teaching in the Buddhism. Wherever you go, which tradition you go, no problems. You see the Mahayana's key teachers, the Venerable Nagarjuna, he actually tried to prove this. The emptiness in another way is not nothingness, is actually these dependent originations. It's not nothing, not nothing, there's nothing, just black hole. No, it's not like that. The emptiness means understand that things are depends on something. Things are not exist independently. That is what the Nagarjuna wanted. So if you go through his, the Mula Madhyamika Karika text, all you will find is this one. Then he saluted the Buddha because I respect the Buddha because he was teaching this Paṭiccasamuppāda. That's why I respect him. So he was so devoted, and even he started in that way, and he ends with the like things like those who hold the ideas or views that emptiness itself is the permanent plus there is no cause for that, that is wrong views. So in other way, we have to come back always to these dependent originations. So we will try to look these dependent originations in many ways, in many times. So yes, as I said, we will send out some of the informations to you. So when we have the time, please go through it. And we also send some of the links for the some suttas, original suttas to see. Because as I said here, it's not that I'm going to how I feel about this sutta. It's not like that. I'm not going to my own views here. We are trying to see what the Buddha said about this. It's not like what I think about this. It's like what the Buddha said about this. After hearing, investigating and analyzing all these things, then we can come across a kind of ideas. Oh, these are things like that. Okay. So I invite you, all of you, to join us and be with us with this whenever you are able, whenever you are around, and when we have possible to join us. And again, like as I said, usually in our talks, in my discussion with one talks cannot be decided, right? Cannot be that there was like the whole discussion was the last time. So yes, always invited. And before we go for the meditation, if you have any question, a simple question like regarding or like what we are going to do, anything, so we can ask, and we will, after that we will go for the meditation for 30 minutes. Any questions?
I have
Yeah.
one question.
Yeah.
It's a bit referred to a little bit earlier. You said the tears, like the amount of tears in
uncountable, yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
It's like the ocean. That means I don't know. It seems to also meant like have a meaning of we cannot really understand the origin of the dependent arising.
No. The reason why I brought that sutta is to show that the long process of samsara. Okay, like how the like long process of samsara. Actually, this is actually a metaphor. Okay, this is an example used by the Buddha to show that how long this samsara is. Okay, and within this samsara, we are suffering a lot, and there is even cannot see the beginning of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think I heard also from before that in Buddhism we don't talk about a specific time of beginning.
Yes.
But I'm still not quite settling with that. Is there any way or any other story you can?
Well, actually, this question came to the Buddha when he says, like, the Buddha, you tell me what is the beginning of life. Otherwise, he said, Buddha was kept silent. And second time, he also kept silent. Third time, he kept silent. And he said, okay, if you don't tell, I will leave the ropes and I will go away back home. And Buddha said, well, I have nothing to do, because it's Buddha know. It's like in the vision of the Buddhas, it's possible to see, but with like our ordinary mind, it's impossible to see the beginning of samsara.
But this is not one of the 14 questions,
right?
Is it?
No, this is one of the 10 questions.
One of the 10 questions we don't ask.
We don't ask about the beginning of the universe.
Yes.
We know the soul. Yes.
So this is one of the questions we don't ask.
We don't ask means Buddha was not answering this question, because this question will bring more like complicated things. And even there was someone who wanted to find out, and actually on the way he couldn't find it even. with the jhanic level, he tried to where's the beginning. We couldn't find it, and he was he was like misleaded. Then Buddha show up in front of him. He helped him to come out. So these actually not only this sutta, there's many other suttas also, like talking about the length of samsara. This is all the purpose behind this sutta. This series of suttas is to show that the samsara is suffering. It is endless in a way, and of course endless means like we can make it end, but it's up to us. So do you want to see the beginning of samsara, or where is going to be end of samsara, or you want to start from this moment and try to understand, like liberated from it? For that purpose actually he did not answer this question. Yeah. But of course this question is like still there is some we want to know more about it. Yeah. Actually that is what we need to talk about. So wanting to know about it, you just look at this kind of ideas. What is behind? Is it because I want to liberate it from the samsara, or I want to know about the samsara? And if you really wanted to liberate it from samsara, there is different path. But if you want to know about the path of beginning, I mean, some Brahmin came to the Buddha, and Buddha knew though, but it's not going to help for the liberation of samsara. But of course, Buddha admired these type of questions.
I mean, not that I have to, or I really want to.
No, we are not obvious. We understand. Yeah, we all are friends.
So
Yeah.
just during the publication that comes to it's okay if we take that is not the beginning, then what we should rest our mind on. You know?
The beginning is actually ignorance. According to Buddhism, this is all the beginning in a way. The beginning is that. Not knowing, I mean, okay, now for example, let's take, actually there was a section actually where the creator, like I did not go through that. It's like, okay, if you say where I started, there should be some start point, right? And according to dependent origination, for that very first moment, there should be another reasons. What is that? Is it like that egg or chicken? You know, this kind of, this goes like.
I pick up all sort of things from various sources, but as I said, I'm more looking for a place where I can put my mind. So I think some scholars talk about consciousness like the potential, and with certain intention or action. So I don't know if the potential is what we talk about.
Yes, here potential. Yeah. Here now, this started from the Satipatthana. For example, okay, there's a very good question. Like, okay, I know all this. So where I'm going to start? So a starting point will be from right now.